Have you heard the saying, some people go through life and others grow through life? I guess a good question to ask yourself is, am I still growing? Maybe another question to ask would be, how would I like to grow this year? I once designed and delivered a leadership program for the Virgin Company. It was a one-year program. We actually did it 4 years in a row. We'd start in January and then we would meet up every 2 or 3 months throughout the year. Now at the first meeting, which was in January, Richard Branson delivered a message, and essentially the message contained a question, and the question was, how am I still growing? And he asked us to visit this question throughout the year, and that's what we did for a whole year. And I have to say it was very, very inspiring. Each year I like to set myself a spiritual growth challenge. I like to sign up for something that will help me to grow somehow. So in the year that's just finished, just to give you an example, here's my certificate. This is my certificate for completing my 200-hour teacher training in yoga. And I've got to tell you, that was absolutely a path of growth for me. I am like the most unlikely person to ever sign up to do a program like that. For the first 2 or 3 classes, I promise you, I thought that the yoga police were going to come and take me away from the yoga studio, because really, this was a very, very big stretch for me. But I have to say it was also an amazing journey. My teacher, Bridget Kramer-Woods, is truly, truly a magnificent yogi, and I gained so much from doing that. I think the thing about the spiritual growth challenge is that it helps me to address what Rudolf Steiner calls the narrow self. He said, beware of the narrow self. In other words, beware of playing too narrow in your life. Make sure that you are still growing, that you are still open, and that you are willing to be expansive somehow. And I really do think that if we are going to be successful and keep on being successful, we have to be willing to keep on growing. So how about you? If you were to set yourself a spiritual growth challenge in your life right now, what would you choose?